In the case of gas, we are out of the race. Nigerians are out of the race to carry the gas. The reason is because NLNG, on its establishment, it has entered into a contract or an understanding with the government that it will carry its own gas. And there's not much of domestic trade in gas anyway. So NLNG is on its own. It has its own ships which are registered in Bahamas, and they use their ships, both registered and chartered vessels, to do their trading. So we're left with oil. We are left with oil. And going by our production, yes, we produce about 980 million barrels annually. So it is quite a substantial thing to carry out. When you carry that out, what do you bring back? What do you bring back? There must be two-way traffic for any shipping company to make to break even.
But then, Captain Lavinjo, this particular this proposed carrier line has about 60% domestic private investors owning that part, and 40% of foreign. So definitely, it seems as if something different is going to be done a little bit from what we had in the Nigerian National Shipping Line and the NSL. Like I said, I welcome government certifying national carriers. But then it is mostly the private sector that is going to drive it. How will it operate? It is going to, you see, government has enough on its plate to look out for. Government has a deficit already. Where are they getting the money from to fund the so-called 60%? Why are they getting involved? They should get us, the private businessmen, the private investors, they should get us organized. We will do it. We will do it, and they certify us, like I said. Give us the contract. The government has a problem. They've not understood what maritime is all about. They've not understood that maritime is very, very, very key to the economic health and survival of Nigeria. Unless the government realizes that and can then allow us to get ourselves organized, to encourage us to bring in our fund. What the private businessman has is he has the skill and he has the money. Government does not have the skill, government does not have the money. So government must still ensure that it is the businessmen, the investors that are coming. What do you want them to do? They are inviting PIL. PIL is a company, it's a very big shipping company, but they have only containers. They do containers, they don't do wet cargo. What are they going to carry from Nigeria? We do not manufacture anything for them to carry abroad. However, the items coming from China, Singapore, and what have you, they come on CIF. They come on containers. So what we have is the wet cargo, and gas is off. So we are left with only oil. You don't carry oil in containers. You carry oil in tankers. Do you understand? You carry oil in tankers. So how do you want to have a relationship with a company that majorly engages itself in container shipping? Do you understand? So government is already on the wrong track because they did not call in those who are knowledgeable in the issues to advise before they jump into the water. Do you understand? The government, like I said, we will encourage them. We will be happy for them to provide the level playing field and enable the mariners, the practitioners, to invest their money. Well, Captain, last year, I know that there was a series of engagements that the Minister of Transport, Rotimi Chibuike Amaechi, actually had with members in the maritime sector, talking about the issues and still focusing on this proposed seafarer, this shipping line for the nation. And that was where he talked about the 40-60% of international and private sector participation. So
Why is your association aware of that particular meeting that actually happened?
We were.
Okay.
I was there, and I told them the same thing I'm saying here. Before the establishment of National Shipping Line and the Unity Line, there was no NIMASA Act 2007. Nigeria is a country of law, and you have under Section 35 of the NIMASA Act, you have a provision for granting national carrier status to indigenous shipping company. Government should do that.
But then there must be a reason why the government has decided that at this time, Nigeria needs another shipping line to come on stream.
Like I said, we are ready to go with the government and establish shipping companies that will be recognized as national carrier. But for government to be spearheading, having a relationship with a majorly container shipping company, I think is the wrong thing. Because what shall we be carrying with the containers? Agricultural produce, we don't have much of it for export. What we have is preponderance of petroleum products, or crude oil.
So if you want to advise the federal government now,
yeah,
what would you advise the federal government to be doing? Instead of proposing a new national shipping line, what should they be doing?
They should have national carriers, not national shipping line. National carriers. You understand? National carriers meet the conditions, set the conditions, we meet the conditions, and you grant national carrier status to the companies, just as they have done to ARIC in the case of aviation, just as they have done to aero contractors in the case of aviation. You can do the same. You can do. Look, the problem we have is the government does not understand maritime, and the government does not know that for the economic development, economic well-being of Nigeria and the survival as a nation, we need maritime. What we need to do is government gets wrong people in wrong places, and they can therefore not advise themselves very well. Government does not contact people to give them very good informed decisions before they take actions, and that is where the problem is.
Captain Dada Labinjo, President, Nigeria Ship Owners Association of Nigeria. Let's anchor this conversation here for today. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
Our Business Morning continues after this. Stay with us.